Wings. I don't think I did that activity, but yes. Which other one?
Bubbles.
The bubbles. That one's a physical science because we use things that weren't living, right? And we mixed all that stuff to make different, and that one's actually really good for matter. Yeah, the magnet effect, that's not living science.
The hydro.
Okay, good. Good ideas. So, now one of the other things we're going to talk about is matter. I know you've learned about the state of matter, so let's try to remember. Does anybody remember one of the three major states of matter? Phoebe.
Solid.
One. Which one?
Solid.
Solids. We have it written on the board already, right? Solid. What's another one, David?
Liquid.
Liquid. And another one?
Gas.
Gas. Good. So we have solid, liquid, and gas. Let's think for a second. We're going to make a connection. Let's think for a second. A few weeks ago, we learned about the water cycle. Can anybody think of some kind of connection that we can make between studying these three types of matter and the water cycle? Think of one thing that you can think of that maybe makes a good connection. Phoebe.
Liquid is like flowing stuff like water, so liquid and water.
Very good. So water is a liquid. So when we see the water, usually on the ground in the oceans, right? That's one state of matter when we see water as liquid. How else can we connect those, Micah?
Gas can be a water vapor that evaporates.
Very good. So water vapor is a type of, what state is it?
Gas.
Gas. It's a type of gas, right? David, can you think of another one? Another connection? We can even see matter change. Is it important to learn about the water cycle?
Yes.
Yes, of course. And remember when we learned about the sun, what would happen if we didn't have the sun to the water cycle?
If we don't have the sun, then we do not have light to see.
We do not have light to see, but also what happens to life on Earth without the sun?
The plants will have no water and no sunlight.
So sunlight and the water cycle help what to live? Earth, in the environment, plants. So we have to study about the state of matter, all the different states of matter, and try to understand the best that we can, how it changes, so that we can make sure that Earth is always healthy, right? Is this, what state of matter? It's a marker. The marker. What is the state of matter of this marker?
Solid.
Solid. Does it change its shape?
No.
Tell me one property. Color. What is the color? Very good. Now let's change it. Inside of the marker we find
Ink.
ink. What state of matter is the ink, Nikki?
Liquid.
What state of matter? Liquid. Give me one property of the ink inside.
Red.
Very good. It's red. And does it keep its shape or will it flow and take the form of the container? Which one? It will flow. It will change.
And what about the
Yes. What about? The texture. Very good. She wants to give another property of the marker. What's the texture?
smooth and rough on the edge.
Smooth and rough on the edges. Good. All right, perfect. Let's continue reading. Who wants to read next? Okay, great. We have finished up our reading, so let's get to a bit of a quick activity just to check we have a better idea of how to classify things. No, don't close it yet. Let's just look at the board. Let's have a better idea. Let's see, check. If we know how to classify some objects into solid, liquid, or gas. So I need a volunteer. Raise your hand.
Me.
Okay, first one. Everyone's going to get a chance probably. So let's have Nikki. Nikki, go up to my computer, pick one of those objects, and place it into the correct box. Hold on. She's getting Pick any of those objects. Let's place them in a category. Water, liquid, correct?
Correct.
Great. Rachel, you want to try?
I don't want to.
Great. Let's focus, please. There's two more. Focus. Phoebe, do you want to or not? Okay. But we're not doing special jobs anymore because there's enough. Okay.
Well, what is this?
Go click on it and it'll read the name so that way you're not confused.
Purple.
So what was Micah's?
Right.
A ride.
Lemonade.
What is it?
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Liquid.
Is it a liquid?
Yes.
Good job. Okay, last one, Lisa. There's only one more. You don't want to? Who wants to do the extra one?
Nikki Chen, we didn't get to do it.
Oh, Nikki Chen didn't get to it. Sorry. What is it?
Orange.
Oranges. What do you guys think?
Lemon.
Oh, lemons.
Solid. Solid.
You're right. The solids hold their shape.
Guys,
The
all of them are
liquids leave the
correct.
container and the gases take up all of the space of their containers.
Good job, grade 2. Round of applause. You got 100. Okay, we're going to get set up now to go down to the lab. Quack. Great. So, we're starting our investigation. This is actually investigation number 4. And I don't know if maybe one of you can remember, what is the first thing you have to do when we have to, wait, raise your hand. When we have to investigate, what's the first thing we have to do? Raise your hand if you can remember. Oh, you guys are not excited. You're not excited for the experiment? You think you know? You have to wait for Miss Lopez to call on you. You're on the right track, but please raise your hands. Phoebe, question. We have to ask a question, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to give you your investigation worksheet, and we're going to look at it first, so then we can start our experiment. Everybody understand?
Understood.
Great. Let's pass these out. Everyone has their pencil now? Yes?
Yeah.
Lisa, where's your pencil? Do you have a pencil?
I have, but we use pen.
That's okay.
Ooh.
That is Ethan's world right now, not Phoebe's. Okay. So can somebody please read me the title of investigation number 4? Raise your hand if you can read me the title, please. Rachel.
What's the state of the things must locus?
Rachel, the title of the investigation, please.
Investigation state of matter, its properties, and how it changes.
Very good. So we're going to talk about the state of matter of some things, its property, and how it changes. Let's have a quick look. David, focus. You okay? Okay, turn around. Let's have a quick look at what we're going to be looking for and what charts we're going to be filling in. What we will need to observe. What does it mean to observe? Raise your hand. I think we might have a bit extra ice cream for those of us who are participating. Okay, what does it mean to observe, Micah?
It means to identify and to look and to find the texture, look at the color, and figure out what it is, and look and see what it does.
Great, perfect answer. Really quickly, which are our senses that we can use for observing? Nikki Lynn? Sight.
We use our nose to smell.
Our nose to smell. Lisa? Touch. Very good. To find texture. Nikki Chen? Okay. Any other one?
Taste.
Very good. Taste. Maybe we'll be able to taste something today. Right. Our sight. Good. Okay.
You can hear?
Yep. You can also listen to things. So let's look at our charts. What have to identify is which ones are solids, which ones are, and which one is. We might not have everything at first, or we might have a bit of everything, or more than one thing of each state of matter. We just have to make sure whatever I give you, you classify it. It says you may either draw a picture of it or write the name. Okay? And then on the bottom, what are we going to write? Wait, on the bottom of identifying, what are we going to write? The properties. And we talked about the properties. Right, all the stuff that we're going to observe. Can you guys sit up, please? If you're too tired, we'll do the investigation another day. Or do you want to do it today? Okay, not so tired then. Okay, so that's right. We're going to observe its properties and write them down. And at the very end, what are we going to do? Neil, can you read me the very end? What happened when
you mix the soil and
the soil? Try again.
the solid and liquid.
Very good, the solid and liquid. So then Miss Lopez is going to give you directions of what we're going to mix, and you're going to observe the change that happens. Okay? All right. So can everybody grab one cup and pass them down that way? Can you grab one spoon and pass it down that way? And I'm going to go get the rest of the stuff ready.
Can we drink a little? Taste that.
Okay. Boys and girls, so what do we have here?
Ice cream!
And what do you have in your cups?
Coca-Cola.
Very good. So thank you so much for having so much self-control. I know it's not easy looking at them and not eating or drinking up right now, but for you it's easy.
Yeah, because I hate Coke.
Well, good. Everybody else? Good job. But Micah, you're going to have your ice cream later?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. All right, so the first thing we had to do, remember, was whatever Miss Lopez gave you, you had to classify it. So you have ice cream, and we said you have some Coca-Cola, but you also have a glass and a spoon. So let me give you about 2 minutes for you guys to either draw or write down these things inside of those boxes and classify them as what they are.
Can we get water mixer?
If you feel like it's part of
In our glass, the bubbles. Drop the bubbles.
self-control.
Control.
Just
Yes.
what do I have to write? The bubble?
Well, tell me which one of the things you have in front of you are solids, and you write it down there. What, the cup? Okay, so write.
Can we draw?
Yes. The instructions say you may either write or draw. But you might not have a gas.
What are solids?
Is what?
Bubbles count as gas.
It sure does look like it. Yep.
Can I
That's
borrow
right.
someone's eraser?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn.
Okay. I see a lot of you have really good idea of how to classify these things. That's great. Can anybody share what you're going to write about in properties? Can you give me the property of something? Phoebe, give me the property of the Coca-Cola. What's the property of it? The texture of what? What's the texture of it? Tell me. Like smooth? Okay. Cold. That's such a good property because it explains it. And black. Good. Can somebody give me a property of the ice cream? You guys can open up your ice cream and look at it so you can look at the property. Okay. What? Somebody give me a property of the ice cream, Nikki Chen. White. Good.
It's melting.
It's melty. So is it hard or soft?
Soft.
It's a bit soft now.
Melting.
Not yet. Self-control. Not yet. You have to listen. Not yet. with my ice cream,
It will be now.
you think what will melt? The ice cream or the Coca-Cola?
Ice cream.
Why do you think the ice cream will melt?
Because
Yes.
because the ice cream when it stays too long it will become water because it's like water and it's very cold it became like ice and then when it became hot after and then it will become water.
Exactly. So what David is trying to explain is that when we change a state of matter, we talked about what makes a state of matter change sometimes. The water that we talked about, what changed it? Remember you said the sun, but we said the sun changes it because of what?
Because of heat.
Because of the heat. Because of the heat. So what is colder, ice cream or Coca-Cola?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. So if I add the Coca-Cola, that means that the ice cream will get warmer. So what happens to the ice cream?
No.
It melts. And once the ice cream melts, what will it become?
Liquid.
Liquid. Another really important thing is going to happen. So let's try the experiment. Everybody watch Miss Lopez first. Watch me first. And let's see if we can observe anything else that we didn't think might happen. So we know the ice cream is going to melt, but let's see what else happens. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Are you observing?
Yeah.
Eyes open?
Yeah.
Here we go. What is that?
Bubbles.
So, what is it actually? What is this making? What is this?
Bubbles.
And we said bubbles inside have what? What is it?
Gas.
Gas. So we also discovered that mixing it makes a new type of matter. Are you guys ready to try your own?
Yes.
And you know what's the best part?
Yeah, but now that
Hey, be careful with your papers in case you spill. Maybe put them a little bit ahead of you. Yep.
I can't do the experiment. You stole my spoon.
You don't have a spoon?
No, my spoon was here, and then you just grabbed it and used your experiment.
I'll get you another one, okay? Why don't you go get one from the...
Aunties?
Yeah, from the aunties. They're right there. All right, let's see your experiment.
What are drinking first?